Have you ever thought about building an app? I'm excited to partner with Jotform to share their brand new Jotform apps. Building an app might be a lot easier than you think. Let's dive in and take a look at Jotform apps together. So I'm over here now at jotform.com, and if you tap on the product button at the top of the screen, you'll go straight to this nice big announcement all about Jotform apps. If you have spent any time on my blog, classtechtips.com, you know that I've shared Jotform before, and I'm so excited to partner with them to share this big announcement. So Jotform lets you build apps, whether it's for your business, whether it's for your school or district or classroom. And we're taking an education or ed tech spin today, sharing this from an educator perspective, but you'll definitely see some great connections if you happen to run your own small business or you want to recommend this to someone that you know that might find Jotform come in handy. So as I scroll down the page, you can see just a few examples that pop up, and they share the workflow that we're going to go through together today. So essentially, you jump into the website just like we are here on jotform.com. You sign in. I'm going to use my Google single sign-on. You build your app using their drag and drop form, either from scratch or with some of the templates, and we'll check out some education templates too. Then when you're ready to publish it, you can share your app either as a link that you could email out or post somewhere where people might click on it, or you can share it as a QR code, which is especially useful if you're encouraging people to access this on a smartphone. They can do a quick scan and it'll pop right up. Then you'll see, just like in this screenshot here, that the mobile optimized super friendly app built with Jotform apps will pop up on their device. Now, this shows a smartphone, but you could use this on a tablet or a web browser too, making it super friendly for the different devices members of your school community might have. So as I mentioned, there are lots of templates, and we're going to head over to the template library now. So here I am where all of the templates live. So if I go straight back to the landing page, you'll see there are hundreds of free app templates. We are going to zoom in and take a look today at the education ones, but I don't want you to ignore these others if you are in the education space. You might find that a scheduling app works really well, even if it's in a different category. You might find that something around inventory is appropriate for the work that you're doing if you are in a space where you're keeping track of items. So there's lots of ways to be flexible here in building your app. And of course, you can start with a template or without a template. But let's take a look at the education templates first. This will also be a great place for you to explore, to just wrap your head around the possibilities of what you can do here in Jotform. So the education app templates that you'll find, there are 9 of them here to explore, include a school parent app. This is great if you're looking to build out a mobile-friendly app that includes all of the important information that you want to share throughout the school year. And of course, the school year evolves and changes and important information might change, and you can log into Jotform and update that app easily, and it'll update on the apps of your families or students or your colleagues that might check in there. There's also a template for a tutoring app. This is really useful if you have an after school or tutoring program at your school and you want to keep everyone organized. There's a school scheduling app, which is useful if you have lots of courses or classes and you want to make sure everyone knows where to go and knows where they want to go. There's a classroom management app, which is a great place to organize different forms that you might have, whether that's around attendance or student progress or something that you just want easy access to. That classroom management app might be one that you use and you build just for yourself if you are a classroom teacher and you want to really customize it for managing your classroom, where these first 3 at the top might be more of a school or district or program-based template. Doesn't mean you can't build your own classroom app, but that's their setup here. You see the school part there. There's also a reading log app. This is an app that you as an educator in a classroom setting might build for students. So you would build this app They can create that little icon on their tablet or open it up and bookmark it on a Chromebook or a MacBook or whatever they've got. And then every day they can click on it, open it up, and follow the instructions that you've placed there. A good opportunity if you're using Jotforms and you want to make a connection to a form you've already built, like something where students might put in a reading response. There's also a teacher observation app. This is great if you're doing any mentoring or you are a mentee and you want to make it easy for your mentor to share information with you. And you can customize this so that it fits with any of the observation or mentoring program that you already set up in your school or district. The last three that you see down here are definitely useful and unique. The first one is a school bus inspection checklist. This would be a great thing from a school or district or building level. And you might, of course, use this for school bus inspection, or you might use this template as inspiration for another type of daily or weekly check-in where someone is submitting important information and you need it all organized in the same place. There's also a homework management opportunity. So you can use this template to set that up. And there's even a toy tracker app, which is great if you're working, especially in a pre-K setting or childcare setting, or somewhere where you might have a different type of check-in or check-out that's really specific to your environment. So now that we've taken a look at a few of the education app templates, you might want to pause this video, click on the link below, and go ahead and check out some templates yourself. Or you might want to stick around because we are going to go ahead and build our own app. We're going to explore the App Explorer together. Now that I'm ready to build my own app, I'm going to go ahead to the Get Started Now button and jump right into my account. I'm already logged in here with my Jotform account using Google Single Sign-On. Once I'm in here, I can go to the top of the screen here to the different product choices and choose apps. It's new and ready for you to try out. So we can either start from scratch or use a template. And since we took a look at some of the different templates, I want to start from scratch with you. You, of course, can start with a template and then make any changes using some of these same buttons. So for us for today, I'm going to build out a quick app with some resources for teachers. I'm going to create one that includes a link to my blog, a link to my podcast, and I'm even going to include a social media connection. So for my app title, I'm going to put in here Monica's Resources for Teachers. And I'll put in a little description. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and change up the logo. I could remove this image entirely if I wanted to, or upload my own. And I can change up the style. If you follow along with me, you know that I love to use colors like teals and different blues. If you have an exact hex code or image or color code that you want to place in, you can put that here. I'm just going to pick this nice blue for today, and I'll keep this blue text color behind it as well. You, of course, can change that up later if you want to. So this button lets you add your first element, but you can also add an element and see all the options from here. There's the basic area, and then there's the widgets, but we're going to start at the basic. If you already have a Jotform, you can plug it right in, or you could build in some text or some more information, or even some links or documents or pictures that you want to add in. For today, I'm going to go ahead and add a button right here. I'm going to tap on the settings, and I can go ahead and say that I want it to visit a URL. And for this one, I'm going to have it link out to my blog page with all of my new blog posts. So instead of saying go to the link, I'm going to say explore new blog posts. And of course, I could change up the style if I wanted to. I might make it a little rounded there and place that here on the page. Now I'm going to go to add element again, and I could put in an image gallery, I could put in an image slider, a map if I wanted to, or even a testimonial. I have some data elements and some page elements to explore here too. I'm going to go ahead and add one more button to show you this again. This is a great way to organize resources in an app format if you wanted to with a group of for a group of students to explore, or for families. For this one, I'm going to say explore new podcast episodes. I'm going to do visit a URL. And for this one, I'll just put in my website again, /podcast. So I've gone ahead and added this one, and let's make this one rounded too. All right. Now, when I come back over here to add an element, I can go to the widget button if I want to add in a data grid, PDF, all sorts of codes. I can even connect to Instagram, add a QR code I might want to hold up on the app and have someone sign in. Lots of different options. I'm going to do a connection to Twitter right below since this is a resource page. So instead of the Jotform Apps Twitter page, although you might want to leave this one in, I'm going to go to the settings here and change this to my Twitter account. I can make the element smaller if I wanted to, but I'm going to make it nice and big for today. I'm going to hit X, and then you can see here that I've got some of my most recent tweets are right here. So I'm going to go to the settings bar in case I want to make any other changes. I can explore right in here. I can even set this up if I want there to be a special icon that pops up when someone saves this to their home screen. So lots of options to explore. But when I'm ready to go, I can hit publish. So now this grants public access. That's the default there. You can always change it up. You can send this out to other people, or you can download a QR code and have someone scan it. So if you pause the video right now and you scan this, it'll take you straight out to the app. Let's go into preview mode so you can see what it looks like if you scan this with your smart device. So it shows the top of the screen, the buttons that I put in, they're clickable so I can double check my little tweets there. And I can also preview this as a tablet and on desktop. And of course, if you ever want to go in and make changes, you head back over to the build mode and you can add more elements to your app. So, what do you think? Can you build an app too, just as quickly as I did in this quick video? Let me know what your thoughts are about Jotform apps. Maybe even reach out and tell me what kind of app you're going to build or you already made with this awesome tool. Send me a message or click on the link below to learn more.